This special limited edition spot gloss slipcover, designed by Robert Samelin, is limited to 6,000 units and is only available on the website and at select indie retailers. Absolutely no major retailers will be stocking them. Italian horror in the 1960s and 70s went through several popular tonal and thematic phases. From gothic thrillers in the early to mid-60s, psychedelia and monster mayhem in the late 60s and early 70s, and of course all manner of gialli and other assorted murder thrillers. But what of those films that offer a form of narrative bait and switch, luring the viewer in with the pretense of one genre while slowly revealing themselves to be something else entirely? Presented here are a trio of 70s Italian horror features which play with, combine, subvert, and surprise with their genre leanings, all newly and exclusively restored from their 35mm original negatives and all presented on English-friendly home video for the very first time, from Vinegar Syndrome. In director Giulio Petroni's Obscene Desire, a young American woman, Amanda, moves to a large and creepy countryside villa with her newlywed Italian husband. Soon enough, strange and seemingly supernatural events begin to befall the property, as a black-gloved killer simultaneously picks up and murders prostitutes. What do these otherworldly occurrences and the vicious killings have in common? And what sinister plans have been hatched for Amanda? A truly genre-defying shocker combining elements of giallo, satanic horror, and very raunchy sexploitation, Petroni's film is one of the most head-scratching Italian horror films of the late 1970s and has been restored, as best as possible, to its never-released original director's cut. In director Riccardo Guione's The Bloodstained Lawn, a group of hippie drifters find their way to the luxury and ultra-modern country home of Dr. Antonio and his wife, Nina Genovese. While the seemingly charming couple's offer to let the aimless youngsters hang out at their property appears initially motivated by the couple's fascination with the lifestyles of the free love generation, when members of the group begin vanishing, it becomes clear that something much more sinister and deadly is afoot. Taking a cue from jet-set thrillers of the late 1960s, this horror rarity evolves into a high-concept science fiction nightmare. In director Leopoldo Savona's Death Falls Lightly, wealthy businessman Giorgio Derica's wife is murdered by an unknown assailant. Fearing that he will be fingered as the prime suspect, due to their failing marriage and his well-known philandering, his advisors suggest that he go into hiding at a shuttered hotel until the police can investigate more thoroughly. Taking along his mistress, Giorgio assumes he'll be in for a secret romantic getaway, but is soon besieged by supernatural visions which seem to be drawing him into the hotel's own dark and murderous past, threatening to drive him mad. Strangely similar to, but predating, The Shining, this wholly unpredictable thriller is further complemented by a throbbing prog rock score by Lalo Gori. Obscene Desire, directed by Giulio Petroni, starring Marissa Mell, Victor Israel, Chris Avram, Lou Castel, Laura Trotter, Paola Mailini, Javier Escriva. 1978. 94 minutes. Italian Mono, The Bloodstained Lawn, directed by Riccardo Guione, starring Marina Malfatti, Enzo Taraschio, Daniela Caroli, George Willing, Claudio Biava. 1973. 86 minutes. Italian Mono, Death Falls Lightly, directed by Leopoldo Savona, starring Stelio Candelli, Patricia Viati, Veronica Korosek, Rossella Bergamonti, Tom Felighi. 1972. 89 minutes. Italian Mono. Additional info. 3-disc region-free Blu-ray set. All films newly scanned and restored in 2K from their 35mm original negative. All films feature newly translated English subtitles. Reversible sleeve artwork. Obscene Desire extras. Commentary track with film historians Eugenio Ercolini and Troy Howarth. Disowned Desires, 14 minutes. An archival interview with director/writer Giulio Petroni. The End of It All, 21 minutes. An interview with daughter of Giulio Petroni and script supervisor, Silvia Petroni. Dissecting the Desire, 44 minutes. An interview with grandson of Giulio Petroni and film historian, Eugenio Ercolini. A Controversial Desire, 20 minutes. An interview with censorship expert Alessio D. Rocco. A Question of Faith, 11 minutes. An interview with director Pupi Avati. Alternate and extended scenes from the Spanish version, 13 minutes. Original Italian trailer. The Bloodstained Lawn extras. Commentary track with film historian and critic Rachel Nisbet. Bloodstained Piacenza, 24 minutes. An interview with film historian Enzo Latronico. Odd Choices, 16 minutes. An interview with filmmaker/film historian Luca Ray. Death Falls Lightly extras. Commentary track with film historians Eugenio Ercolini and Troy Howarth. Anything Goes, 15 minutes. An interview with actor Alessandro Perella. That Kind of Film, 11 minutes. An interview with filmmaker/film historian Luca Ray. Where Death Landed, 5 minutes. A then and now location featurette.